Some of them will be assented to this afternoon. So the number of firearms, that provision will be in place as of this afternoon, as will the extinguishment of the appeals through the Administrative Decisions Tribunal. So the Police Commissioner will have the final word. They'll be in place immediately, as will the protest law reforms. They'll be in place almost immediately now the legislation's passed. There are other elements of the gun bill that'll take a bit of time, but we have to set up and fund the buyback registry, and I'm aiming to do it as soon as possible, but it's going to take a bit of time.
So what happens if you have more than 4?
If you purchase them from now, you'll fall foul of the law. Obviously, there's going to be a provision in place. We won't ascend the buyback provisions until the money's available and the scheme's ready to go. So if you've got more than 4 as of this afternoon, then you're not in breach of the law. At some point you will be soon. Anne.
And do you intend to activate the ban on protests and declare a period of no protests?
Yeah, it's not my decision, it's the Police Commissioner's decision, but I believe in the circumstances that should happen, but I'm going to leave it up to him to make that call. No, I mean, look, obviously assemblies like that can take place. It's just that marches through the city through a Form 1, which I understand hasn't traditionally been part of that protest in any event. If it were the case that the Police Commissioner made that designation, we'll obviously have to abide by the laws of the land. Now, we've got a few steps to go through before then, so I want to make it clear that decision's for the Police Commissioner. But we want to make sure we're in a position to keep the people of New South Wales safe. And I don't resile from the fact at all that in these circumstances of heightened tensions, words can lead to actions. And I think the vast majority of Australians that live in New South Wales support us in relation to these changes. I also note that there's similar legislation being drafted in Victoria to New South Wales. And I think that's an indication that these are proportionate but necessary measures in the circumstances in where we live, in the circumstances in we're in, the circumstances we are in. Excuse me. Yeah, no, I'm not going to give a running commentary on that. I think I've got to be very deliberate and strict about changes to the law. But I do need to tell the people in New South Wales we're not done with reform. We're not going to be done until we've done everything possible to keep the people of this state safe. And there's a recognition from this government that hate speech leads to hateful actions. That's what happens in even civilised communities like ours. And we're prepared to take action and steps to keep the community safe. Yes.
Obviously, the registry is going to need a significant uplift, and we've talked about that as a government, and we'll provide that funding for them. We're going to be asking them to do a lot more. But the reason for that is so that there is clearer oversight, so that there is a touch point for every weapon in this state and every licence holder, that there is vision for the COPS system to be able to identify that who is a member of a club, that they are adhering to their requirements for their licence classification at that club, and we will have much more oversight of that. And I think that compliance is so important in this, and who we are giving licences to. That's what this is about, making sure that we have a system that is run by the New South Wales Police Registry and have that oversight and that confidence in the system.